Number 10. Dueling Glove Replica. Now these are the Duelist gloves which are worn on the Duelist Kingdom. The ones where you have the stars, as you can see on the screen right now. These are available to purchase, but you do have to purchase them in parts, with the actual wristband being purchased separate to the actual glove. The glove you'll mostly design yourself, as I have yet to be able to find one which is actually constructed. Now these things they don't have really, to be honest, don't have much use, but they are a pretty cool thing if you would do, say, cosplay, for example. Like I said, they could be used, potentially could be used in real life tournaments, but my personal opinion, I don't think they're a very they're a good accessory, but not very useful. Number 9. The Millennium Ring Replica. Now these things are damn cool, and if you have found one, they can be very expensive. Most of the ones which I managed to find were all ones that have been 3D printed using a 3D printer, and they look amazing. But I say they're very, very useful for cosplay, but fortunately not for much else. They are quite expensive as well, because they can whack in around £50. So if you want to, go all out in your cosplay, then this is the item for you. Number 8. Yu-Gi-Oh! Statues. Now there are tons of varieties of these things. There are full-on metallic ones, carved ones out of rock, there are plastic ones, ceramic ones, so many different types of these statues. Of course, and the ones you can get such as Jerry, Dark Magician, Marek, Yugi, obviously, Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's just so many that you can get. Some of them, of course, were limited edition, like, say, Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk, and Wind Dragon of Ra statues. I can't remember exactly what you got them from. I think you got them from ordering one of the original series as like a promo. They are their cards that I don't think you can actually get anymore, but I'm sure you can get them on eBay. So these statues are really, really cool to have, but again, don't have really much practical use except for just looking badass on your shelf. Number 7. Millennium Puzzle, Necklace and Replica. Now these things are incredibly cool things to have. The Millennium Puzzle was actually released in shops quite a while ago now, and I don't think you could probably get it on eBay now, but it's not, like regularly released. There is a necklace version, which is a smaller version, and then you have the toy version, which is like a full-on one-to-one size replica. These things are really cool again for cosplay, but not really much else. So if you want to go all out in your cosplay, definitely get one of these. Number 6. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cosplay outfits. Now, a huge variety of these. Most of them are made by the people who are in the pictures, and most of them are all the ones are from the shop. Now, quite a lot of them are handmade, so some of them are quite hard to find. Some ones that are most common, you can get obviously Yugi, you've got Chaz Princeton, you've got Zane from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, you've got plenty of Kaibers, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician himself. There's just a huge variety of different ones that are available currently. I say these are really cool for going to, say, a convention or maybe even a tournament. Yeah, really, really cool things. Number 5. Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmouse. Now these are essential for any Yu-Gi-Oh! player who actually takes the game seriously. Now these things are basically what you would use to play the game on in the place of a duel mat or underneath your duel mats, which you will use. These things are basically just to protect the service and make sure that your cards don't get dirty from the service you're playing on. Very, very useful items to have, and I think everybody should have one. Number 4. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disc. Now these things have to be one of the best accessories ever released for Yu-Gi-Oh! In case you don't know what they are, it was basically a replica of the duel disc that was used in Battle City, I believe it was, the one that first used it. And they are just really, really cool. I say it's like a one-to-one replica. You've got all the different slots, the field zone spell cards, obviously the monster card zones. You've got a life point counter on there. It just has to be the best accessory that they've ever released for Yu-Gi-Oh! Number 3. Yu-Gi-Oh! Binders. Now these things are very useful if you are a proper collector of Yu-Gi-Oh! And instead of just buying your cards to duel, you will buy some to keep in a binder to show off. So these things are really good to keeping your more valuable cards in mint condition and completing your sets with, so you can look back over the years and have a look at what your childhood was spent doing. I think these things are pretty essential and really, really good accessories to have. Number 2. Deck boxes. Now everybody should have one of these. These are a fundamental accessory to have for any serious Yu-Gi-Oh! player. One, they'll protect your cards from any sort of damage, and also it's just a great place to store your cards so they don't get any like dust or dirt or anything on them, to keep them in that pristine condition. when you go out and use them in duels. So yeah, a very, very essential thing to have for every Yu-Gi-Oh player. And number 1, Yu-Gi-Oh card sleeves. Now everybody should have these. I don't know why anybody wouldn't use them. Basically, these are to protect your cards from any general wear and tear while you use them in duels, and to keep them in pristine condition in your binders. Now, anybody who doesn't use these things, who is collecting them, is doing a mistake, because all you have to do is say, I don't know, drop the card, it hits something, and that's it, it's damaged, or something scratches it. With a protector, if the protector gets damaged, you can just swap it out for a new one, and your card is still pristine. So if you don't use them, you are a fool. This has to be the number 1 accessory that every Yu-Gi-Oh player will use and should use for their cards. Okay, that is it for this countdown. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to punch the like button, leave a comment down below, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, may wish to follow me on Twitter, link down below as always. So last thing to say, thank you so much for watching. I've been XStarKillerX, and I will see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video.